And it was through that, going back to the early days, hard work and sacrifice, building relationships with people and seeing the value in that was so important, and that's helped pay dividends. People have literally taken me around the world, not literally moved me around the world, but in terms of recruitment, where people have moved to, those relationships have led to placements in Singapore. They've led to placements in Hong Kong, Algeria, all sorts of different places. So
curious to get your take on, like, because I think this has come up a few times recently. I think it may not be practical for everyone, but even if it isn't super practical, like it wasn't super practical for you, like that was a real commitment, getting on the plane, it's an investment, getting over there. Like doing that at least once or twice a year, like we hear time and time again with people, like getting in front of people face to face is almost become a bit of a competitive advantage now, because it's so easy not to do that in today's market. So curious to hear your take on, like, because we were just talking a bit about this earlier, like if I was in your team right now and I was working the Dubai market and I'm building my patch, I'm a year in, like there's I've got some target companies that I want to work for, I'm starting to build a bit of traction, and I plan myself to go to Dubai for the first time, my market, for 3 to 5 days, and I want to try and maximize that week and book as many meetings as possible. What is your advice to me to like really have the best chance of getting some good meetings booked? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure you've thought about this a bit more now in terms of like, right, I'm going to be in Dubai in this time for a week, 10 days. How, if you were to think about it before you maybe knew a lot more people than you now do, how would you go about approaching maximizing that week where you land like a good number of meetings because you're in the country? Like, how would you think about doing that?
I do 3-4 weeks before I would start. Write your list of targets. Who do you actually want to meet with? And just ask them. Genuinely, you've just got to ask the question. And it's the same as retainers. It's the same as so many things in life, right? If you don't ask, you're not going to get anything. So being brave, put yourself out there and just tell people, I will be here from this date to this date.